What's up? This is going to be a spoiler-free Tiana's Bayou adventure review, first time reaction right as I got off. I did it actually 2 days ago and then just a few hours ago. So two separate rides, and I have a lot of thoughts. But I'm not going to post any videos, any spoilers from the ride. There will be one photo shown, has nothing to do with a spoiler of the ride, just to show you that. I'm gonna do as little editing as possible. I want you guys to know my genuine feelings of it. There's gonna be some good, there's gonna be some bad, and there's gonna be a little bit of ugly as of right now going on with Tiana's. But I'm gonna give you my full thoughts, talk why. Not gonna spoil, like I said, anything. I will be talking about maybe like a finale scene or like a lift hill or something like that, but I won't be showing pictures, won't be showing videos, but I will talk about the animatronics and certain elements of the ride. So if you truly wanna know nothing about this ride before you get the opportunity to ride it, now's your time to get out of the video. We'll be talking about certain things, but I will not be showing any photos or videos of the ride. I will not be posting anything on any of my accounts like that until the ride opens. I know there's a lot of ride POVs and a lot of people putting videos up of it right now. I don't think we should do that till at least everybody gets a chance at previews and when the ride opens. Like I said, I'm gonna try to edit it as little as I possibly can. I'm just gonna speak my feelings off the top of my mind right now. So you guys know this is real, this is my genuine, honest review, and this is how I feel about it. Let's get into it. So like I said, I did do it 2 days ago and I did do it today, just a few hours ago. And so I have thoughts, but it is funny because I will tell you, when I wrote it 2 days ago for the first time, I was a little disappointed. I was. I came into it with such high expectations, and it's almost impossible for an attraction to meet those expectations. Very few rides really do on my first ride. I think it's very tough. This is not a mind-blowing attraction by any means, okay? And that's not an insult. It's very hard to do a mind-blowing attraction. Rise of the Resistance was a mind-blowing attraction for me. I rode that and I was like, I've never been on something like this before. Cosmic Rewind, has done that in Epcot. I think that's an unbelievable coaster. Never been on a coaster like that before. It's something that changes the game, right? Velocicoaster at Universal is very similar to that. Hagrid's there, if you've been on that. Those are mind-blowing, unbelievable, could be the best ride in any theme park across the country, right? Type of rides. This is not exactly that. And I don't ever think it was truly meant to be. I mean, it was a re-theme of a classic attraction. So it really couldn't be. We kind of had an idea of what we're getting going into it. But my expectations were all the way up here. And after the first ride, I didn't think they were quite met. Now, I will say, I just got off 2 hours ago and I enjoyed it a lot more on my second ride through. That also might be the fact that I came in now, I was so disappointed from my first ride through that when I rode it again, I was like, oh, what am I talking about? Like, this is actually a very good attraction. So I think part of it is because of expectations. I think part of it was being able to pay attention to more detail. On the second one, I was like, really like, oh, now I'm getting it. Now I'm picking up, oh, that's what, oh, that's cool this time. As opposed to the first time, I'm like, it's my first time on here. I'm very like trying to look at everything, if that makes sense. But let me talk about the good first, okay? All right, so there's a lot of good things about this attraction, right? First things first being how it looks, especially at night. I think they did a good job re-theming it into a bayou. Original concept art, there was a boat on the top of the mountain. I really wish that would have been executed. Unfortunately, it wasn't. That hurts a little bit. But this ride looks great, but especially at night. Lighting here is awesome. Really cool to watch, be on, everything at night. The exterior, to me, is a win in that book. Next, the really good thing is the ride queue. I was really impressed with the ride queue. Not a lot of shade. I wish they could extend some of those, the roofing, a lot about that, over into that because it rains, it's sunny. Get into the actual ride queue as you're getting closer to when you're gonna board. If you're a fan of this movie, you're gonna love it. I definitely suggest you watch the movie if you haven't. Really awesome details that involves her father and some cool things from the movie. Tearjerkers. It's a very good queue. A lot of details, a lot of cool artwork, a lot of cool letters. And once you watch the movie, that might make a little bit more sense. I wish I could have spent more time in that queue and like really looked at the art and some of the things in the kitchen. It sets the tone for Tiana's. She's a very hardworking person trying to open up her own restaurant, and it feels like that. Like she's opened up her thing, but it's still very homegrown. It's not, big time yet. She's still working to make this thing awesome. Great job at setting that tone. The thing that's very good, which we kind of saw beforehand, was the animatronics. I think the animatronics are done very well for the most part. Okay, it's also raining outside. I don't know if you just heard this rain hitting my window. The animatronics are really good, and I think they really delivered on that. They're awesome. They really are. Like most of them, and I'll tell you that when I get to the bad part, it might not be its fault. Thunderstorm, good thing I did it earlier. It's important to remember that this is still the cast member preview phase. So I was lucky to be invited and stuff like that. We have AP previews coming up. So this is not 100% complete. It's pretty much there, but they're still testing the animatronics. There's still some issues. There's still some things going on with that. So I can't really hold it to that, all of it to that. I think they're gonna improve some small things. We see it for the most part, but the animatronics really do deliver. Another really good thing is the finale in this. The finale is beautiful. When I wrote through it, I was immediately paying attention on my second run through because there was new details I wanted to pick up on. And I think the finale here is gonna be something that every time you ride it, you're gonna find something new, something cool to look at. There's so much going on, and it's beautiful, very well done. Animatronics here rock. Everything here is very, very, very well done. The finale really delivered. Let's talk about some of the bad, okay? Because there is a little bit of what you would put under the category as the bad. First things first, when I was talking about the animatronic earlier, when I was like most of them, the reason I say that is because some of the animatronics, what they were saying, the audio hearing was not lining up with their mouth. So it was a little off with that. And then there was another one at the very end, that was barely working. She was like malfunctioning. That was a bit of the bad. Now, again, that's why I said it is a testing phase. They're getting used to this. So I don't want to say it's concerning because it's a testing phase. So these things happen. But that was part of the things, and it definitely kind of takes you out of that experience when you see it kind of completely malfunctioning, especially when it's the last one you see. Really bad that I have to this that I think really holds the attraction back, and that's the story. Now, this doesn't follow the movie. It's not like a retelling of the movie. It is its own original story post-movie, post that story the movie tells. And I like that. I like that they went for something original. With that said, I don't think they quite delivered on the story. There's a lot of debate on this too. Some people say it is a good story. Some people say it's clear. Some people have no idea what's going on. I think that's part of the problem. To tell a good story, if you're going to tell a good story, it needs to be 100% clear. And with that, it wasn't. There was the first time I wrote through it, I was like, wait, what are we doing? What are we supposed to do? And then they're like, are we supposed to be doing anything? People behind me are like, what are we searching for? I almost fell over. People are like, what are we searching for? It was not clear. Second run through, I kind of caught on more to this and obviously had the opportunity to pay more attention. So I got to know the story. So this is again, another spoiler warning. If you don't want to know what the story of the attraction is, hop off the video right now. Okay, ready? Hop off. Get out of here. If you don't want the sport, get out. You should have been gone already. You're searching for musicians for her party. But, so she says this in the beginning of the ride. And then after the first or second drop, you find a band. So then what are we doing? Like we just found musicians. So I guess the whole thing is, as you're going through, you're finding more musicians along the bayou. So you're getting a bunch of people for music for the party. Yeah, I didn't love that. I think there could have been a better story. It wasn't there. As I'm going up the lift hill, there's no tension. There's no anticipation for the lift hill. It makes sense for the ride that they give us, but I think the story could have been better, and it definitely could be more clear, because if you're only going to ride this once, there is a lot to go on, a lot to pay attention to, and it's a long ride. I wish the story was done better. I think they could have delivered us a more clear and better original story. There's only one thing that I want to say, two things actually, when it comes to the ugly of this attraction. And right now, this attraction is breaking down all the time. I know people that have gone to their cast previews, waited for hours, and not been able to get on because it's breaking down. It broke down today, it broke down yesterday, it broke down the first day. It's been breaking down like crazy. It's definitely the ugly of this right now. I think, again, we're in a testing phase. They should be able to fix this. They are working through this right now. But honestly, as this is my experience, right now, as we're getting ready for opening, as it's going through the previews, that is the ugly right now, that it has not gone a day without breaking down for a significant amount of time. Second thing of the ugly that drove me a little nuts, this is the bad part about the queue. The queue looks great. It's hot in there. And it was so hot, and it was 98 degrees, but the Weather Channel said it felt like 105. Everybody's out there. They're sweating. They're burning. I'm sure you can kind of see them a little sunburnt. they don't have fans in the queue as of right now. So in the queue, they put up these black huge fans to keep people cool, and then like this white box fan, which honestly fit better than the black ones because you're kind of in New Orleans and and stuff like that, where these people would in these shops have these fans for some extra cooling, right? That makes sense. But we're at Disney in the queue, and now I'm in a Bayou in this small, this restaurant, up and coming restaurant from Tiana, and I just have these huge portable fans that don't fit in at all. It ruined the show a little bit. That was my one criticism from all of that. I know I just talked about the bad and the ugly, but remember, there was a lot of good. I did enjoy this attraction, especially a lot more the second one. My personal feelings on it is when you were replacing a classic attraction like Splash Mountain, and it obviously was very controversial, you needed to hit a home run. Tiana deserved a home run attraction. And I personally feel as of right now like we hit like a double or a triple. We were trending there, we did some really good things, but we didn't quite get that home run for that e-ticket. That's my own personal opinion. I think there were some things they could have done better that would have taken it to there where you could be like, oh no, this is a no-doubter. This is a home run. And there, as of right now, feels like there's a little bit of those home run elements missing. It's still a good attraction. I still did enjoy it, especially on my re-ride. And I think as I ride it more, I will continue to enjoy it. However, I would not wait more than, as of right now, I would not wait more than 45 minutes for this attraction. And that goes for most attractions. I am a local. I come to Disney often. Obviously, you guys are watching my videos. My feelings, I think it's a good attraction. I don't think it's a great attraction. I think it's a good to very good. A couple days ago, I said it's just a good, not a very good, but I think as I did it again, it is now good. But like I said, it should have been a home run. I wish they invested more to make it a home run, not just a double or a triple. That's for you baseball fans out there. If you don't like baseball, you have no idea what to talk about. Like, what is this guy talking about? Again, it's a good attraction, but it is not one of the elites. That's my own personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you enjoy it. And maybe as I ride it more, maybe as we get to an opening day vlog, maybe we'll do one of those as I do the AP previews again. Maybe it'll grow more and more on me because it's already growing more in there. But I definitely think there was something missing. Something a little left to be desired, but still very good. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always. Didn't have a question this week, question of the week again this week because I've been focused on Tiana's. But I get a lot of questions. Hey Josh, what are your thoughts on Tiana's? That's been my question. I just answered a full video on that. Thanks for watching. I will see you next Thursday.